Hi, my name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we continue our video series designed to inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. A lot of times we're asked questions about property distribution, and sometimes those questions come with a little bit of angst. The caller or the person who comes to visit us might say, does my ex get to keep everything since he made all the money? Will I get any part of the marital assets since I stayed at home and she was the breadwinner? So really what the question boils down to is the client wondering what's the sense of equity that the court imposes upon the divorce in order to keep things fair? And is it simply a question of giving the money to the person who made it and dividing it up that way? Well, I will tell you that the quick answer is no, it is not. If the court were to exercise a level of accounting like that question suggests and say, okay, you made this money, so therefore you get to keep this, the court would also have to look at the unpaid value of the services provided by the other person. So he went out and made all the money, she stayed at home and took care of the kids 24/7. Well, what's the value of that? If the court was going to assess the value of those two things, the court may very well get into a situation where the value of being at home might have actually been worth more to the family than the income that was made by the other parents. So therefore, the court doesn't do that. The court is not going to look at the accumulation of assets as a function of whose pocket did they come out of. The money that went to buy this thing came from whose labor. The court doesn't do that. What the court will do is, rather than from whom, the court will ask the when question. When was the asset or the funds, when were they accumulated? If they were accumulated during the marriage, it doesn't matter if it's a function of the wife's work or the husband's work. None of that matters. The court's going to say, if this was accumulated during the marriage, you know what? It's a marital asset. And therefore, when we get divorced, it's going to be subject to division. A fair division. Most of the time that could mean equal division, sometimes not, but it's going to be an equitable division of those assets, and it's not going to be based on the fact that you worked, so your paycheck went into the bank and the money came from that paycheck. The court does not engage in that analysis. The court is going to look at when it was accumulated, and if it was accumulated during the marriage, you know what that makes it? It makes it a marital asset. And if it's a marital asset, it's in play as we discuss how to divide the marital assets. Now, if you have any questions about that, reach out, and we'll be glad to help you out.